We're having a southern delicacy today. This is called junk. It's a bowl full of southern veggies. And by that, I mean veggies that are in season in the summer. Okra and a tomato that was green when I brought it home, but now it's kind of pink and a little green. Yellow zucchini, of all things, which I've never seen until this year. Tiny little red potatoes that my mom got from this little girl that practically put them in her hand. I also have a little squash. Their seeds kind of freak me out a little bit. Tryptophobia vibes. And an onion. I, fun fact, used to eat raw onion. I'm pretty sure it was mostly red onions. Now I'm gonna talk about my childhood. Okay, that wasn't that funny. I'm going to talk about whatever comes to my mind, and I'm gonna chop this tempeh, but first I have to get the plastic off because I forgot to. It's all under my nails. I'm just gonna leave the tempeh to the side and then just like, you know, put it together as I fix it. What I'm gonna do is keep the tempeh separate. I'm also going to keep the breading separate because if you bread this while it's in the bag or in this, but before it's fried, it just gets weird, soggy, and gross, and it doesn't cook right. At least I'm assuming. I've never tried it, but it just kind of grosses me out to think about, so I don't do it. So we're gonna make the breading on the side. I'm gonna walk you through what's in it. So I chopped the tempeh first this direction, and then I'm gonna go this direction. So they're like tiny little pieces that are about the same size as the veggies. We have it beautifully diced. Now I'm gonna move all this stuff, I guess, and make the breading. I have a mess. Look at this. I'm having to get creative with my angles because my tripod that I usually use broke, so that's not fun. But for the breading, again, we're gonna keep it separate because ew, if you don't. Just kidding. I'm gonna use what is left of my cornmeal. Usually I would do probably 50-50 on cornmeal and flour, but I'm gonna do a little more flour than cornmeal this time because, yeah. Then a little bit of cornstarch just to like, I guess bind it a little better. I really don't know. I just know that like when you're frying, just put a little bit of all these things in there. But less cornstarch than the cornmeal and the flour because I just don't think you need as much. Again, I don't remember why. I never claimed to be an expert. I'm pretty decent, actually. I'm just really creative and I enjoy it. And I have the audacity to do it. So that's the only reason I'm here. It's kind of funny. I don't really have that many like in real life friends. Why am I doing it like this? I don't really have that many in real life friends because, I don't know, I just don't. Like, I really like to be at home and I really like to do this, and my social battery like meter is like hella low actually, so I don't do a whole lot. I mean, I see my family quite a bit. I probably hang out with them more than I do friends, honestly. Fortunately, we have, you know, built to a relationship where that is desirable. And I know that not every family can say that, and I feel grateful. And I know also my mom is a lot of my watch time hours, so. I'm also using this Avery's Southern seasoning. I bought this from a very, very sweet lady at Mid-City Market in Huntsville. Just to maintain the brand with this dish, I'm gonna use it in the breading. Also because most of the things in this are also what I usually put in this, but I'm just gonna cut to the chase. It has paprika, onion, garlic, peppers, thyme, oregano, sage, and cumin. Or cumin. I don't know how you say it. And when I say cumin, it makes me think Cuba, but good at... Never mind. I'm just gonna put this in here now and shut up. God, this is my second video I've made today, and I'm so tired of yapping, but I have one more to make. It smells good. I can smell the pepper. We're gonna leave it at that for a second, and then I'm gonna add some salt. A cool thing about her seasonings is she doesn't add salt to any of them, so I think that's really neat. I don't know how much breading this is actually gonna make. I'm gonna mix this up, and then I'm gonna pop it in the fryer, and then I will show you the end result, but I have to charge my camera. So, fun fact, I remembered that chargers exist and I went and got one. Ignore the mess. I've made so many videos today. I have dishes. I'm a person. So this is very nice brown and southern looking. I forgot that I used all of my oil in the pot because I made something else today called the corn on the cob, but instead of a corn bone, it's a hot dog. I made that today. I still had some oil left over to fry. Anyways, I used all the oil on that, so I just, as awful as it is, I know, I just used the spray stuff and I just went a couple of times, or I went And then I dumped the flour in there and mixed it up. And so now it is ready to fry. I'm excited. This is gonna be a delightful lunch. Slight problem. I didn't anticipate that all of the flour would fall off of the veggies whenever I dropped them in the grease. So I had to like figure something else out on the fly. So what I did was dumped some of the oil into a skillet. And this is how my mom usually cooks it. She'll just like do a shallow layer of oil. I don't even know if it's a whole layer. Like she just puts some oil in the bottom of the pan and then dumps the veggies and all of the breading in there at one time. She actually just builds it all in the pan, but I'm doing like a meal prep thing, like kind of fry it as you go, because like I don't want to do it in the fryer every day. I usually just do it in the air fryer. So, you know, I'm just prepping as I go. Putting it in like this is also a lot less scary because then you don't have to worry about hot oil. Well, not a lot of it anyways. Here's what we have. It's probably cooled off enough for me to eat now. I'm gonna grab some potato, some okra, some squash, some tempeh. I have almost everything on this bite. That's what it looks like up close. Very crispy, very delightful. Let's test it. Yeah, buddy, it's good. It's good stuff. Shocker. I've only been eating it my entire life. This, honestly, I never even put a sauce with it because it's just so good by itself. You don't really need one. Also, I should have used a spoon, so I'm probably gonna grab one. If you're curious about more Southern dishes, I haven't done a whole lot of videos revolved around like traditional Southern dishes. I don't even know, honestly, if this one's traditional. It was just tradition in my household. We usually during the summer, even still my mom makes it quite a bit, at least once a month, and then we'll have leftovers if I don't eat them all because I'm obsessed. And I have been since I was little. All of that to say, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more Southern delicacies, let me know and I will start doing some more of them because they're pretty fun, and you know, it's always good food because half the time it's horrible for you. So anyways, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Go watch the next one and I'll see you next time. Bye. That angle is not flattering for me.